The International Centre for Infrastructure Futures, ICIF, is a 3-year project looking at interdependencies between infrastructure systems. Now we're taking a multidisciplinary, multi-sector approach to this so that we get representation from different academic perspectives but also from all the relevant industry system sectors. So that we can look at the joining together of the different units of infrastructure systems.
The idea behind ICIF came from the recognition that infrastructure in our country is the hidden secret that keeps everything running until it stops running, and then we get really upset.
Infrastructure in the UK, like in lots of other countries, has developed organically bit by bit, rather than someone taking an overview and making sure that all the sectors such as water, electricity, ICT fit together in a holistic, purposeful way. So there are lots of interdependencies between those different systems that are really important to how those systems operate, but we aren't necessarily aware of exactly where those interdependencies are, how they can benefit us and what risks they produce to the system of infrastructure as a whole.
At the moment, infrastructure in the UK is considered in very much small, discrete packages. So the roads people think about roads, and the railway people think about railways, and the water people think about water. And one of the things that we need to start looking at is, well, hang on a second, guys, we as citizens, we just want all of this stuff to work.
What we realised was we needed to do a lot more research on how to deal with the modernisation of our infrastructure, which has been around anything between 100 and 150 years, depending upon who built it. 1 or 2 exceptions, motorways were built more recently, gas pipelines, but most of it's quite old. So it needed modernising anyway. So we created this research programme that looks at all aspects of infrastructure, the technology, the systems engineering, the economics, the politics, the societal well-being, the environmental well-being, try to treat it all as one complex set of activities, join it all together and try and understand how we could do it better.
We are ready to do something completely different, I think. This is an opportunity that happens not very often. It's an opportunity, it's I will say, a perfect storm. We have the internet intervention, we have a new infrastructure that are creating from the bottom up, and then we have the crisis. So we have to find a solution that are more sustainable. And I don't want to forget the environment.
We have a choice as society. We can either go on as we've been doing before, kind of putting sticking plaster over the injuries that are there, or we can try and do something about the real cause of these things rather than treating the symptoms. And to do that, we have to tear up the rule book and start from afresh. And that's what's really exciting about ICIF, is that it provides that opportunity.
Research can all too often be carried out in the ivory tower of a university without having any impact on the commercial or government world. One of the differences of ICIF is that we will co-develop with the commercial world and with government policymakers how the research outcomes of the ICIF programme will make a difference not only to their lives and their activities, but to what they do with society at large.
The UK isn't unique in the challenges and opportunities of infrastructure interdependency. Many other countries' infrastructure has grown organically, piece by piece, element by element. So we need to start a dialogue and get together and collaborate internationally to understand the opportunities and risks that the interdependency between our infrastructure elements can deliver to us.
The opportunity that ICIF gives us is to aggregate the work of a very professional group of academics to deliver and urgently deliver the outcomes of the research which will help governments and commerce modernise infrastructure not only in this country but in all developed countries, and help developing countries modernise their infrastructure and make it fit for purpose for the 21st century. This is a major opportunity to deal with a complex set of interdependent systems and deliver outcomes that transform the way in which humans live.